Back into cleaning again. That big flake is just paint that they had on top of this somewhere. This thing here, that black is all grease. This is a coolant line. I have no idea how they got that much grease on coolant lines. So I'm gonna scrub it up, get the paint off of this. All that section was black too. I had it soaked overnight and then just scrub it off. It still isn't clean 100%. Up on the front area towards the left, still thick. And this, I wish I could just get all new pieces, but I have to clean it up. That's all I'll do. I'll be back with it. All right, I got it just blasting down on it where it's caked up. I took the other piece off so I can clean it, and then I'll do it in sections because it's just real bad. So what I did, I took the hoses off, laid them back down next to it just like it goes on. Took that hose loose, took that one loose, and then I'm gonna clean it up with the angle grinder with the wire wheel. All right, it's clean now. No more paint, no grease. This is some odd type of weld. It's black. I have no idea. It might just be brazen, because it's got a little bit of that copper look on it over here. But the wire wheel did not clean that up. So that's how it is. I'll try to clean up the hoses a little bit, put it back on just like that. All right, this is the other side. I took it off. I'm gonna take it apart like I did the other one and clean this side. But this is the main thing I'm trying to get off. See? They didn't prep the metal right. If they were gonna paint it, they should have sanded it down, cleaned it up, and this I don't even think is high temp paint. So I'm gonna clean it up. The parts washer did decent work. The wire brush will finish it up, and then I put everything back together and bolt it on the engine. Okay, I got it all cleaned up, all the way down. I'm only worried about the paint really on this section here, because it will be getting degreased when it's all completed. So I just have to put this piece back on, and that clip, I took it off of this section here so it wouldn't be in the way, and then that small one there goes back on. Those two are not originals, so they don't, this one here, the shape is all wacky, but that's what it is. And this one here is just a straight hose that got bent with the heat of the coolant. I just got to clean up the grease inside here and put it back together. All right, at first I was just gonna use the gasket here, but then I decided, going through all this trouble, I'm gonna take off the O-ring here. It came with a new one and the gasket. I'll put some coolant around it and slide it back in right here. We'll clean this up and put some Permatex on the flange right here, and then stick the gasket, put some Permatex on it, and put it on the engine. All right, that piece I was cleaning up came into here. As that hose goes right there, bolts up underneath, goes straight across, connects to that one right there, which was long. I had to cut off about 1.5 inches. Comes up here, goes around. It has, this strap was upside down. I guess somebody thought it went there, but if it goes there, the pipe goes up in an angle. It's not straight anymore. Bolts down here, and it goes, and that's what it goes into, and goes to the radiator down at the bottom. So these two to the heater core on the firewall, as is. So now this engine here is more or less completely back together. This piece here won't be going on because it does not have an air conditioner with it. The only thing left is the alternator, which is right there, and those belts, those pulleys. So that's the only thing left to go on, and I'm not putting on the that one bracket. Where is it? This bracket right now, because it holds the fan, and it goes on the front, which would get in the way of putting on the covers and stuff on the front if they ever get it for me. So, but the engine is basically done as is. All right. Let me see if I can get a good view of the reason why I'm doing all this work for the oil problem it had. That's inside the transmission. All the rear main was leaking out, just pouring everywhere in there. So you got oil everywhere in there. All up on the side has grease, oil, all up here too. So this thing here was just, it couldn't rust, it couldn't seize. And the this has to go. That's the catalytic converter. It's all melted and gone. So that's it.